Before I start the video, I want to give a special shout out to DD Romeo and Brian Gomez. But in this video, there's going to be major spoiler warning. So if you haven't seen Love and Lies, go watch that right now. And then come back to this video. But either ways, let's get right into it.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Yo, what's up guys? I'm here back at it again. And I'm going to be talking about Love and Lies. And for the people who don't know what this anime is about, it's living in a society where the government, known as the system, is going to choose who's your wife is going to be. And you think to yourself that many people would disagree with the system. And let me tell you that no, not everybody disagrees with the system. Instead, they're happy with the partner they got chosen. But except our main character, who is Neji, and he's in love with Misaki, and one day he just decides to confess the feelings he has towards her, which out of nowhere Misaki feels the same way and has liked Neji ever since 5th grade, where Neji always stalking her and never took his eyes from looking at her, which Misaki felt weird in the beginning but started to like him. But that same day that Neji confessed to her, he turned 16 and got his notice. And his notice, it says it's Misaki. But then his phone got encrypted, which out of nowhere the Ministry of Health comes and hands him a file, which he opens it, and his chosen wife is Ririna. And that's how the story begins. And as you progress in the story, Neji doesn't want to be with Ririna, but she doesn't want to be with him either. And I think in each episode we see, it makes us think, oh, Ririna's not bad for Neji, and he should stick with her. Or no, choose Misaki, who have been liking her since 5th grade. So it makes us question, who is the better girl? And by the way, my boy Nisaka didn't even stood a chance. Neji never catch onto the feelings that Nisaka had towards him, but I think it's Nisaka's fault. Because he never told him about the kiss, which, by the way, he kissed Neji, and Neji never knew that actually happened because he was sleeping, which, how aren't you going to notice someone is literally kissing you? Like, it doesn't make sense, but of course it's, it's anime. But either ways, Neji just considered Nisaka as a friend. Like, he got friend zoned, but Nisaka is sort of a good friend if you think about it, because he gives Neji advices of his situation with Ririna and Misaki and what he thinks he should do. But along the way, as we progress through the story, we see Nisaka doesn't like that Misaki is still in love with Neji, which makes Nisaka look like he's a selfish person and he wants Neji all for himself, even though he knows it's never going to work out. Because Nisaka keeps dodging Neji's question by not telling him the truth about the kiss and not telling him about what he truly feels about him. And as for Misaki, the childhood friend, she's very upset in the beginning because she isn't the chosen wife for Neji. And what's weird about this is she is also 16, but she hasn't received her notice, which, let me remind you that once you turn 16, you get your notice. But Misaki hasn't gotten hers, and I might be wrong about this, but I think it's because Shu Igarashi, because she's very suspicious and she can easily access to the notice that people get. But I might be wrong, and who knows. But either ways, as we continue, we see that even though Misaki knows it's wrong to be with Neji, she can't stop herself from loving him, which she tries to push him away but still loves him. And Neji feels the same way, but at the same time, he slowly starts to develop feelings for Ririna. And I think this started when he forced himself to kiss her, which Ririna didn't see Neji as a boyfriend. But after that kiss, Ririna starts to like him. And we see that she tries to avoid him, but not because she hates him, but because she doesn't know what to do whenever she's around with him. She gets all nervous and starts blushing when she's around with him, which is kinda cute if you ask me, but she knows that Neji is also in love with Misaki. And as we continue through the story, we see that the main character is very undecisive, and I think this love triangle he has, it makes the main character to be in a tough spot because he likes both girls and he will have to decide which girl he wants. But at the same time, he knows that he's going to end up hurting one of them. And let me tell you, this anime was so good, and I thought to myself, what could go wrong? Like, it had good opening, good ending song, good animation, good plot. But when I got to the last episode and I watched it, I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Is how it's going to really end? The main character not choosing which one but both. Like, they have been building up for this moment, and for this anime to end like that is just a joke. Like it's a romance, not a harem. But either ways, I guess not many people didn't like that ending, because when I went to check the ratings on my anime list, I was kind of surprised at the score being a 6.5. Like damn. But at the same time, I think it's because of the ending. That's why the score so low. But I might be wrong. It might be for some other reason why people didn't like it. But I also checked out the OVAs, and they're pretty much just fillers. But overall, I'll rate this anime 6.8 because I did enjoy watching it, but the ending is what ruined the anime for me, and that's why I chose that score. But if you're into these type of romance and love triangles anime, I would highly recommend y'all to watch Toradora, Domestic Girlfriend, Bottom Tier Tomozaki, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend, known as Seikano, which I think I mispronounced it, which I'm sorry if I did. But either way, I highly recommend y'all to watch those if you're into those type of animes. But before I go, I will appreciate y'all if you hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you on the next video.